Hello, and welcome to Logic Pro tutorial tips and tricks. Today, I'm going to show you how to export your song to an mp3 or WAV, and which one to use, and when to use it, and what settings to use. So let's dive right in. So you can see here my mockup track that I made really quick. So the first step would be to set your range, your bounce range, or your export range by using this cycle range up here up top, and you just drag and set your range. And then next you're going to go to File and go to not export but bounce project or section and click. So once you get to this window, you can see it gives you a couple of options to bounce it as or to export it as, right? I'll just select PCM and MP3, and PCM meaning any lossless type of audio you want to export, and MP3 is of course lossy audio. So I'll just put a link to this article in the description to explain what all this means. So let's just go over these settings really quick. So first, here's the bit rate, mono and stereo, and usually I just leave it at these settings. So your first impulse might be, why don't I turn it up to the highest number and it'll give you the best mp3 quality, which is valid, but you don't have to, because the whole point of mp3 is to have a small file size for you to send to a friend, right? So they can open it up in the email. And if you turn these up too high, they may be too big and they take up a lot of storage space. So you just got to be careful. I'm not going to stop you from doing it. I'm just going to warn you. And next, I'm going to just keep these settings checked to use the best encoding and filter frequencies below 10 Hertz. And you can also write ID tags. So basically metadata for your MP3. And then for the normalize, I just usually leave it off and then do an offline bounce. Press OK, and that should get you your MP3. And then let's talk about the PCM. So usually for the file format, I just leave it as WAV, and I'll change the resolution to 16-bit and sample rate to 44.1. And I'll use these settings for finished projects that you want to put online, right? Or the master, what we call the master. If you want a master, put 16-bit 44.1, and that should be good. So by using this lossless format, you can, for example, send this to someone else for them to manipulate it without losing any quality. So this is the way to go. So 1, the master. Number 2, send it off to someone else for collaboration. So if you need this song to be mastered, or if you're collaborating with a film, anything that has to do with the video, I'll use 4824. So the reason why you use this setting is because of audio and video sync. So if you try to sync audio and video with 2 different sample rates, you're going to have a hard time. So I suggest bouncing this as 48K in 24-bit and normalize off again, and that's basically it. So I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.